Today, I'm going to talk about 3 ways you can use Facebook and Instagram ads to get more people for church plants. So this is how you can help launch a brand new church, whether it's a new campus, whether it's a brand new church plant. Maybe you're launching with an organization like ARC or Church Multiplication Network. Or maybe you're just launching, like I've got one church we're working with right now. They're working on launching a Spanish-speaking service. All of these strategies will work for that, so let's jump in. Now, a lot of you guys know I've got this book, Plan Your Visit Playbook. You can actually get it for free. I'll link for it below. It's just churchcandy.com/book or planyourvisitplaybook.com. But in this book, I talk about using funnels, using marketing funnels to get new visitors in your church door. But I'm very well connected with a lot of different church planters just because I was on staff at an ARC church, and that's how Church Candy really came about. So if you don't know me, my name is Brady, and I help churches get new visitors with things like Instagram ads, with things like the Google Ads grant, really just developing systems to help you guys get new visitors to your church on Sunday. Well, I get asked all the time, well, what can I do to help get new visitors to our church plant? Are there Facebook ads for that? Are there ways for us to use the Google Ads grant for that? Yes, and yes. So obviously, if you haven't gotten the Google Ads grant, that's kind of just like a freebie bonus for you. You can go to Google and just search Google Ads grant. As long as you're a 501c3, you can apply for that. That is kind of a no-brainer. Even if you're just sending traffic to your website, that is an easy way to immediately get to the top of the search results whenever people are searching for a church in your city. But let's talk about Instagram ads and Facebook ads. That is really the best way to get a quick ROI whenever it comes to getting connected to people where you're launching your church. Now, obviously, the first Facebook ad or Instagram ad that would work best is getting people to plan your visit, getting people to plan their visit for your launch. So whenever you have your grand opening service, these are ads that I would typically start running about 2 to 3 weeks before you guys launch your church. And really that last, 10 to 7 days, really go hard with these ads. Raise your budget. And essentially the easiest way to do this is what's called a Facebook, or I guess now it's Meta. It's a lead ad, a lead form ad. What this does is whenever someone clicks on the ad, it immediately just pops up this form that says, hey, click below to plan your visit. And it's native to Facebook, so you're not having to send people to your website, so you don't have to worry about making sure you've got your Facebook tracking pixel and the conversions and all of those nuances set up correctly. It's very plug and play, easy to set up. And what's awesome about this is it will pre-generate people's names, emails, and phone numbers. Now, that's kind of a double-edged sword. Because one, yeah, it's great to get names, emails, and phone numbers without people having to manually enter it. You can get really high volume. The issue is, a lot of the times, it's way like super high quantity, but very low quality. So a good way to combat this is to add pre-qualification questions and where they have to manually enter it. And an easy one that we like to use is just ask, how did you hear about us? That's an easy one that they have to manually enter in, even though we know the answer is going to be Facebook or Instagram. But just putting that one question on the form dramatically increases the show rate of people that plan a visit. So that's step one, having a good campaign setup for getting people to plan their visit, RSVP, to your grand opening service. So that's like immediately step one. I'm not crazy about doing event campaigns where you like create an event and then promote that on like Facebook because you're not collecting any data. Worst case scenario, you get people to RSVP and a really low percentage show up, but now you've got an email list that you can start marketing towards. Or if you're getting phone numbers, now you've got a text list that you can start doing text message marketing. And so that's why the Plan Your Visit ads specifically for new church plants are so crucial. But let's take a step back. Before you plant your church, you need to grow your dream team. So there's a couple of different ways to actually get team members from Instagram ads. There's a couple of different ways to get team members from Facebook ads. So here's what I would recommend to do if you're a church plant wanting to get more team members for your launch team. First, I would probably start making some video content. Not as much inward focused, but outward focused. Make videos almost like TikTok or Instagram reel styles, talking into your phone. And even if it's just like, hey, here's 3 things you can do today to improve your relationship with God. And just make content for people, helping them in their walk with Jesus. Just doing that, and then even if you're spending like $1 to $5 a day promoting those videos with a call to action of, hey, if you want to learn more about our church that we're launching in January, in September, shoot us a DM. We'd love to meet for coffee. Just doing things like that are great because video views are a great way to get cheap views because it's an engaging optimization versus an optimization that's sending people off of Facebook and Instagram's website. Facebook and Instagram would much rather keep users on their platform as long as possible so you can get way cheaper views doing ads that are promoting video views than if you're just doing ads sending traffic off of their platform. So I hope that makes sense. So I really like using the videos to build an audience of people that are familiar with you. And then whenever you do these other ads, you can actually retarget people that watch those videos. So retargeting is like the same thing that Amazon and these big companies do. Whenever, let's say you go to Amazon and you're looking for a new watch, and then you go to Instagram and you start seeing ads for that watch, that's retargeting. And you can do the same thing for your church. You can retarget people that watch these videos. You can retarget people that been to your website as long as you have the Facebook tracking pixels set up on your website. So that is a great way to not only get people in the door of your church, but it's a very effective way to get a good brand built for your church. So not only are you just sending people to your website, you're not just sending people to a forum to plan a visit, you're helping them walk with Jesus daily. You're creating content that's for them, not for you. Does that make sense? So like you're literally doing ministry online, but you still want to help them take a next step. And that's why you want to retarget people that watch these videos with ads, inviting them to plan a visit, or to get team members. If you're doing interest parties or like startup parties where you maybe go to a coffee shop and you buy everyone's coffee and then you give like a 15-minute mini sermon kind of preaching the vision of your church and then inviting people to join the launch team. That's like a startup party. That's very common for church plants to do. Well, you can do ads to get people to RSVP to your startup party using the same Facebook lead ads, using the same Facebook lead form ads. What's awesome about this is you're building your list of emails and phone numbers of people that are interested, and you're getting more people to RSVP to your interest party. That way you can set up text and email campaigns following up with them, reminding them about that party. And if you've been doing these videos that help walk people through the relationship with Christ, and you make these encouraging videos, now whenever you're promoting your startup party, you're not just promoting it to everyone that lives in your town, you're also focusing it in on people that are already familiar with you. So startup party ads work really, really well. Just getting people to RSVP with a form, those work great. But I'm a big believer in how you follow up depends whether or not they're going to show up. Whether you're promoting ads for your Sunday service or you're promoting ads for a startup party or an interest party for a new church plant, follow-up is crucial. I really like Church Funnels for this. They've got a super intuitive system, but really any system or platform that works. Like as long as you have something in place to follow up with new guests, like that is crucial. How you follow up determines whether or not someone's going to show up whenever it comes to getting people to plan a visit. Now, another campaign that works really well to get new guests to your church are doing campaigns through Messenger. Now, I really like these Messenger ads for a couple of reasons. One, it's more organic and low key, if that makes sense. It's not as formal as like a form where you're planning a visit. And these Messenger ads, you basically set up an ad, and I would have a call to action basically saying, hey, come get free coffee with the pastors. We'd love to connect. We're launching a new church in your area. Click below to send us a message, and we'd love to go grab coffee on us. Well, whenever you do that, you can set up an autoresponder whenever they click the button, and then it'll automatically send your page on Facebook a message saying, hey, I'd like to get coffee. Well, you can use Facebook Messenger, or I know ChurchFunnels has an option to do this as well. Set it up to where there is an auto response that says, hey, John, this is Pastor Nate. I'd love to connect with you. Here's a link to my booking calendar. And so you can just use like Calendly, or ChurchFunnels actually has like a calendar system as well. So you send them a link to book a call with you, and then boom. Hopefully they respond back, and you can text back and forth with them over Messenger. Those work really, really well too. I wouldn't want to just send traffic straight to your Messenger page. I didn't ask my wife to marry her the first time I ever met her. So the Messenger is a good middleman to start a conversation and start a dialogue that's a little bit more organic, rather than just sending people straight to a Calendly booking page to book coffee with a pastor. So let's kind of recap here the different ways that you can use Instagram and Facebook ads to get new church guests. One, obviously, to get new church guests for your church plant or your church launch. If you're launching a new campus, one, obviously you want to get RSVPs to the grand opening Sunday. That's kind of the biggest step. Another would be getting people to RSVP to an interest party or a startup party. And then 3, coffee with a pastor messenger ads work really, really, really well. And then kind of a bonus one is doing these encouraging videos to build up an audience of people that are familiar with you and your church that you can retarget with all these other campaigns. I know this might be really overwhelming. I know it's a lot, but we actually have a program at Church Candy specifically for new church plants. And so I would love to have a hands-on approach. And if you want help where like me and my team actually build out all of these campaigns for you, then you can actually go to churchcandy.com, book a time to talk with our team. We even have special rates for church plants. And so go to churchcandy.com, schedule a call with me and my team. We'd love to talk and see if like we'd be a good fit to help each other with this. We try to keep it as affordable as possible. Like, trust me, like I was on the launch team on staff at a church plant back in 2019. So like I know that you don't necessarily have a influx and surplus of funds, but a lot of times you also don't have a surplus of time. And so you want some more hands-on help with these types of campaigns. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I've got tons of free resources. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm posting pretty much daily there. And then you can also get a free copy of my book, Plan Your Visit Playbook. This kind of walks you through step by step the different strategies that we use here at Church Candy to get new guests, and a lot of that is applicable to a church plant. Thanks for watching, and also shout out to the band Soulbox for our video intro and outro. Also, if you were listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcast, I would definitely recommend checking it out on YouTube because I've got screenshots of the actual ads that I was referencing there. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.